In this video, I'll be showing you guys the best possible team you guys can build for limited season 3 and week 6 of NBA 2K23 My Team. As you guys can see, the game requirements are going to be on the screen. You may only use cards released in season 3 or the 23 NBA Series 1 themed. And what they mean by 23 NBA Series 1 themed is basically the cards from the token market, aka the Series 1 cards. That's like the Amethyst LeBron, Amethyst Giannis. You can use those cards as well. And then all eligible cards are marked with the limited sticker. And then of course, you can't use free agent cards. So this is going to be a really fun limited weekend because you can basically use one of the best teams in the game for playing limited. So for example, just to show you guys what they mean by the stickers, Donovan Mitchell, you can see that limited ring next to his team, obviously the Cavs, and then he has the limited ring right next to his squad. He was released in season 3, which means you can run this card in limited. Same thing for Luol Deng, same thing for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then same thing for some other cards as well that we'll talk about. So for building the best possible team, I mean, you're obviously going to want to use a lot of cards from these flash forward sets because they basically have some of the best cards in the game. But what I will say, guys, is for this requirement, it really just does come down to what team you guys have from season 3. So I'm going to hop over to 2KBB because I can't exactly show you guys what is the best possible team I can build right now because I don't have all these cards, right? I don't have all the Terry Dishingers. I don't have all the great cards from season 3. So I'm gonna hop over to 2KDB and just show you guys what is the best possible lineup. But what I will say, guys, is like I said, use what cards you have. I'm not saying you have to go out and build this team, right? I'm not saying you guys have to go ahead and build this best possible team just to play limited. Just use what cards you guys have and what cards you guys like as well. So for me, I think the best point guard from season 3 so far has been the Diamond Shea. That's kind of surprising to say, but for me, I do think it's Diamond Shea. So he would be our starting point guard. And then for our starting shooting guard, this is where it comes down to a lot of different names. So you can't use Dr. J, you can use Tizza Season Kobe. So you can use Tizza Season Kobe, you can't use Ricky Davis, you can use Luol Deng, and then you can use all the new shooting guards from today, the Terry Dishinger, the Kazi Russell, and the other cards as well. For me, I do think Kazi Russell is the best shooting guard in the game right now, besides Dr. J. So I do think he's better than a guy like Kobe and better than Luol Deng as well. For the small forward spot, you can't use Tim Thomas, you can use Tizza Season LeBron, you can use Carmelo Anthony, but I'm honestly going to go with the Cincinnati's Pal. I do think this card is actually really good. Even though his jump shot isn't the greatest, he is a really good small forward. I think a top 3 small forward in the game, and he is going to be our starting small forward. Now for the starting power forward position, a bunch of good cards you guys can go with as well. The new cards from today, Bob Nedelecki, Dolph Schayes, obviously really good choices, but for me, I'm still going to lean towards Giannis. I think Dolph Schayes may be better than Giannis. I'm just going to say right now, I do think Dolph Schayes is going to be our backup power forward. And then for our starting center, there's a bunch of different guys you could go with, but I think D-Rob is the clear choice to have at the center position. Obviously came out in the Fireworks promo, the one before the flash forwards. He is the best center in the game and going to be the best center from season 3. So in my opinion, the best possible starting lineup you guys can build is going to be Shea at the 1, Kazi at the 2, Powell at the 3, Giannis at the 4, and then D-Rob at the 5. But like I said, guys, I just want to keep reminding you, you don't have to go ahead and build this exact squad. I'm just letting you guys know the best possible team, but realistically, what you want to do is just go into your lineup and use those cards from season 3 that you guys have. I'll show you guys what my best possible team will be at the end of the video with these, season 3 limited cards and the cards that I actually have in my team. But looking at the bench here, talking about the backup point guard, it's actually going to be the new Don Ole from the from the flash forward set. I think he's a really good point guard, and he's going to be our backup behind a guy like Shea. And then easily our backup 2 is going to be the new Galaxy Simple Terry Dishinger. I mean, Kobe's not a bad option. Same thing with Luol Deng. They're both not going to be terrible choices, but obviously I do think Terry is going to be a decent amount better. And then for the backup small forward spot, it's really between Pink Diamond LeBron and Pink Diamond Carmelo Anthony. But for me, I'm going to lean a little bit towards LeBron because we already have 2 really good offensive cards, Don Ole and Terry Dishinger. And then even Dolph Schayes as well is a really good offensive power forward. So I want some more defense off the bench, hence why we're going to go with LeBron James. And then for the backup center, obviously Shaq is a really good choice and probably the guy we're going to go with. But if you don't like using a guy like Shaq, there's not going to be too many great options to go with because I'm looking at the Tizza season set. There's no really good centers in there. The Fire promo, there's no really good centers in there as well. So for the backup center position, if you guys don't like using Shaq, you're probably going to have to go with, this might be crazy to say, I think it's Evan Mobley, right? Is he not the second best center to drop in season 3? I'm just going to quickly go back to 2K. Like I was looking on 2K, I'm pretty sure in season 3 that's the next best center to drop, right? Because he obviously came out in the Tizza season drop. There's no good centers from today. I mean, you can't, unless you want to run Bob Nedelecki at the 5, I guess you maybe could, but he's only what, 6'9", so you obviously wouldn't want to do that. So the second best center unless I'm tripping, I think is Evan Mobley. He's not a bad center, he's still decent, but compared to the squad we were building, you know, he's not going to be the greatest center to run. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the best possible team you guys can build for season 3 week 6 in NBA 2K23 my team. And then quickly, just to talk about the team I would probably run for this weekend, right? For my team, I would go the point guards, Donovan Mitchell and Shea, and then I go Luol Deng at the shooting guard spot. For the backup 2, I don't really have too many great cards, you know, in my collection, so I would probably go with Bradley Beal. And then for small forward, obviously can't use Myteam Thomas. Like, my team really isn't anything too crazy for the small forward position. Like, I can't even use James Worthy, I can't use Robert Ory, so I'm probably gonna have to settle probably like a Cameron Reddish. And then for the backup 3, I'm not exactly sure who I'm gonna go with. So for the backup 4 though, I'm definitely, or so for the starting 4, I'm definitely gonna go with Jaren Jackson Jr. And then once I get Bam, he'll be my starting power forward, and then I'll go Jaren Jackson Jr. off the bench. And then for the center position, I'll probably end up going Brook Lopez and then Evan Mobley, right? I don't really have too many great centers as well. I don't think I even have Mobley in my squad right now, so I'll have to pick up Mobley and run him at the backup center position. But let me know in the comment section down below, what team are you guys gonna be running for limited? Like I said, if you want to build the best possible team, in my opinion, I think this is the best possible squad. But like I said, just find all the good players you guys have from season 3 in your collection, put them onto a lineup, and then go ahead and run that. But let me know what team you guys are running for season 3 week number 6, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.